I stumbled on a news of a woman who was traveling to Italy. She bought a ticket from British Airways and she was denied boarding her plane from Lagos. And when bloggers carried the news, people went to the comment and were shouting, village people. You know, Nigerians love anything that can remove blame from them to hang on the head of an unknown person. I went through the story of the woman and I could actually relate, which wants to make me teach you something about another categories of visa, but I will share the story of a friend first. So I had a friend who I introduced an organization. She was selected for a program. She was going for the program in UK. The organization was responsible for her visa and her flight ticket. As soon as her visa came out, they bought her flight ticket. So she called me like, oh, my visa came out, they bought her flight ticket. And I asked her, what airline did they buy for you? And she said, Air France. And I told her, send a mail to this organization and tell them to change your plane because you will not be allowed to board that plane. Now, for the context of this video, this organization is a renowned international organization that organizes lots of international programs every month. So it is assumed that they know more than me. Like they have a team of expert program planners. Even a layman will assume they know more than me. But I told her, tell them that you will not be allowed to board this plane. And she said, oh, I will send them a mail. I believe, and if I was her, I would also think like that. So I believe that she would like, I know you travel, but these people are like pro. So she told me she sent them a mail. Something tells me that she didn't. 3 days later, I have totally forgotten that she was traveling. I was just busy then. I saw her call. I picked her call. I heard her crying. At the airport in Lagos, or was it Abuja? I've forgotten. They refused her to board the plane. And I told her, you do send them a mail? She said, yeah, because if she had sent them a mail, they would have known the error they did. They refused her to board the plane. The organization bought her a new ticket and she went for the program. This brings me to what I want to teach a lot of you today about transit visas. You see, people know about transit visa, but the way people know, that is how a lot of people don't know. I have traveled severally. I have seen people at the airport turn back. I'm not joking. I have seen people say, ma'am, you can't be on this plane. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, you will need another visa. You will need, like, it will be like FIMO. Plane will leave you, you go open eye. And you know the worst part? Should I shock you? Most of those tickets are non-refundable. Oh, I will teach you about plane ticket another time. Let's talk about the transit visa first. Just in case you are wondering, transit visas. Okay. Transit visa is a visa that allows you to stay in an airport for a short period of time. Transit visa is not full visa. In fact, I want to describe it with layman terms so that a 5-year-old would understand. Transit visa, we call it a quarter visa. A tourist visa is a half visa. It allows you to travel, but you cannot walk. A transit visa is a quarter visa. It only allows you to stay at the airport. Oh, that is why it is called a quarter visa. So some countries will not allow you to be at their airports without having their transit visa. Now you are going to ask, how would I know if I need a transit visa? Before you buy your plane ticket, you have to check the details of your flight. You will see from Lagos to, from that place to your final destination. Sometimes some airlines have 2 stopover, the number of times the plane will stop. I don't know how to explain it, but I will try so that this video is not too long because you need to understand it so you don't be like that woman. For example, to make you understand better, check the itinerary of your journey. The plane leaves Lagos or Abuja. Where will it stop? These countries will not allow you to stay in their airport to wait for your next flight. For example, USA is the number 1. USA is the number 1. Canada, UK, Schengen, Japan. I think Australia, I'm not sure. But you see, UK, US, Canada, Japan, Schengen, they will not allow you to breach their airport for you to join your next plane. So if you are buying a ticket and the ticket will stop in any airport that is in any of these countries, my dear, abort mission. There are a lot of airlines that does not require transit visa for you to stop at their country. Now you might be asking, airline their country. Every airline has a country, has what they call country of origin or country that own them. For example, Qatar Airways is owned by Qatar. Air Rwanda is owned by Rwanda. Kenya Airways is owned by Kenya. British Airways is owned by British. Turkish Airways, you know who owns it. Delta Airways is owned by America. Just like that. So these countries, these airlines, when they leave Lagos, they will stop at their country first before they proceed to your final destination. For example, I am going to give a basic example. You are traveling to Ghana and you bought a ticket from British Airways. British Airways will take you from Lagos to UK before going to Ghana. It will stop first at their country. That is what they do. I'm just trying to make you understand. So if you are buying any ticket and the plane will stop in any airport in the US, any airport in the UK, any airport in Canada, any airport in the Schengen, or any airport in Japan, don't bother buying that ticket because you will need a transit visa. Now you are going to ask, how does transit visa works? Staying at the airport to wait for your next plane, that is, you are transiting. That sitting down for 1 hour that you will sit is what they need a visa for. It's not even to enter their country. Some countries do not require transit visa to travel, to wait at their airport if your next flight is less than 24 hours. A lot of countries do not require you to get a transit visa if your next connection flight is less than 24 hours. Countries like Rwanda, Qatar Airways, Turkish Airways, I think the Emirates needs a transit visa. I don't know, I'm not sure, but some countries do not require you to get a transit visa. So before you buy your plane ticket, chat up the customer care of that airline. They have their phone number on the internet. Go to their website. You want to book, you will see them. Contact us, send them a mail. Listen, that mail you think it will, I don't know, they will respond. It is better than you losing the money for that ticket. Remember, not all country requires you to get a transit visa for you to stay at their airport and wait for your next plane. But some other countries requires you to get a transit visa for you to wait for your next plane. So when I saw the news of that woman who was denied boarding, I just knew that, oh, transit visa issue. Believe me, this video might be very common to you, or you might be hearing it for the first time, but if you go to that Lagos airport, it is a movie. You can shoot a movie there. You'll be seeing different cases. Some people will be there, who are you traveling with? No, you have to travel with someone. You cannot be on this plane. People are turned back from boarding plane because of little visa issues, things that you will not even imagine will be issued. Immigration people will turn down people at even the point of entry. The point of entry is your final destination. So you are flying from Nigeria to UK, you get to UK. That's, as you stop at the UK, that immigration to stamp your passport is your point of entry. People get turned back from that place, go back to your country. They will look for your luggage for you, go back to your country. Little immigration error. Don't make those mistakes. Before you buy your ticket, chat the airline, call them and make inquiries. Remember, tell them, I am a Nigerian passport holder. You need to emphasize that, because when you say, do I need a transit visa? People in the US don't need transit visa. People in Japan don't need transit visa. If you just start chatting, do I need a transit visa? They might tell you no, because they don't know who your nationality. So ask them, excuse me, I'm a Nigerian passport holder. I am flying from Lagos to UK. I'm taking Air France. I'm flying from Lagos to Italy to Germany. I'm taking this plane on so and so. Do I need a transit visa? They will tell you yes or no, so that you will know what to do, so that you don't waste money. If you like this video, share to educate other people, and follow me on my channel or my Facebook page. See you on my next video, where I have to educate you on plane ticket purchase. You don't want to miss that. Bye.